I'm Meredith Gorman here at Gillette Stadium with our Patriots beat writer, Zach Cox. And Zach, it's safe to say it's Zappe hour here in Foxborough after rookie quarterback Bailey Zappe helped lead the Patriots to a 29-0 win over the Detroit Lions, really taking out the league's best offense. Really impressive day. Can't say this is how I expected it to go, but what were your overall thoughts with how Zappe played today?
Zappe was good. This was basically all the Patriots could have asked for Bailey Zappe to do in his first NFL start. You look at the final line, it's not especially gaudy. I believe it's 188 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but he was 17 for 21. One of those incompletions was a drop pass by Nelson Aguilar that resulted in that interception. He made good decisions. He was accurate with the football. He didn't really make any real mistakes in this game, which was impressive for a player who had never even appeared in a regular season NFL game before last week. We heard Bill Belichick and several of Zappe's teammates after the game really echoing a lot of those same sentiments. So I think you're going to hear some start Bailey Zappe over Mac Jones talk on sports radio. I think that is very premature. I still do think Mac Jones is the Patriots' best option. But the Patriots can feel pretty secure in Bailey Zappe to hold down that fort until however long it is that Mac Jones is able to get back out there.
Absolutely. I know I was walking in the tunnel earlier and I already heard people talking about a potential quarterback controversy. I think it's too soon.
People were chanting Zappe's name here. You're definitely going to hear a lot of that this week. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, and but one thing that Zappe and a handful of the other offensive players did was they gave credit to the offensive line. Yeah. Ramondre Stevenson had a career-high day with his rushing yards. I think he had 161.
Yep.
But when you look at the offensive line's play, how beneficial were they to that success that this offense had today?
They were excellent. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson, as you mentioned, 161 rushing yards. He did make a lot of those yards himself. I thought he ran very hard today. It's an incredibly impressive day for the rookie, or the second-year running back, rather, especially because the Patriots did not have Damian Harris for more than half of this game. He left with a hamstring injury. But you look at the pass protection stats, too. 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits for the Lions in this game. They did have one that was called back for a defensive penalty. But when you look at a team that pass protected as well as the Patriots did today, ran the ball as well as the Patriots did today, you've got to give the credit to the offensive line. And Bailey Zappe even said that in his post-game press conference. He said the Patriots' 5 offensive linemen plus Marcus Cannon, who saw a lot of work as a jumbo tight end in this game. He said those were the MVPs today for the Patriots. And he might not be wrong. It was another very impressive performance by the Patriots' offensive line, which has looked great in the Patriots' 2 wins. Not so great in the Patriots' 3 losses this season. I do not think that that's a coincidence.
Right, and you could say it's early, so maybe they're still finding their identity. But on the other side of the ball, the defense looked like they had found their identity. Yeah. They really stopped the league's best offense, which is crazy when you say it out loud, considering how the Lions looked out there. What really impressed you about the defense today?
Yeah, the Lions came into this game ranked first in the NFL in scoring offense, first in the NFL in total offense, first in offensive DVOA, up near the top in basically every offensive metric. But the Patriots were able to make them look a lot like the old Detroit Lions and make
yes.
Jared Goff look a lot like the old Jared Goff. And I think a lot of it really comes down to how they performed in some of those clutch situations. The Lions were 0 for 6 on 4th down in this game, including 1 4th down stop on the game's opening possession. We talked to Devon Gottschall, the Patriots defensive tackle, after this game, and he said it was disrespectful for the Lions to go for it on 4th down in a situation like that. And then some of the other 4th down situations they had later in the game, they said, hey, they don't think that we can stop them. Let's prove that we can stop them. They certainly did, and they did throughout the game. They were also held the Lions to no touchdowns on their 2 red zone opportunities. Jack Jones had a really athletic interception in the red zone. You also had the strip sack by Matthew Judon that Kyle Duggar returned for a touchdown. Phenomenal performance by the Patriots defense in this game, and really I think a statement-making performance. From talking to some of them after the game, they seemed like they felt like a group that was not getting enough credit, either locally or nationally, for the way that they can play. And after the way they've performed these last couple of weeks, it's been very impressive.
Absolutely. I know one thing that Devin McCourty really emphasized was how locked in they were at practice this week leading into the game, how they all trusted the game plan that the coaches came up with. And it seems like everybody seemed to get it because it really clicked.
Quieter week of practice,
yes.
too, for the Patriots, which was interesting. They did not practice in full pads at all this week. They had a walkthrough on Wednesday, which you don't usually see. They had a couple of physical games over the last couple of weeks against the Ravens and the Packers. They clearly wanted to give guys a little bit of a rest, kind of dial down the contact and the intensity a little bit. and they certainly looked fresh and rejuvenated today. They really dominated the Lions from start to finish.
They sure did, and if Mac Jones ends up having to miss another game, it's safe to say now that Patriots fans have something to look forward to with Bailey Zappi as the backup.
And overall, too, I think this is a win that really sets the Patriots back on the track that they needed to be on. You go back, you get the nearly have the overtime upset against Green Bay last week. Now you come out and really dominate the Detroit Lions. You're back to 2-3 on the season, and if you look at the schedule coming up, it's a lot more winnable games. They play Jacoby Brissett and the Browns next week. Then they have the Bears, they have the Jets, they have the Colts, they have the Jets again. Those are all games that the Patriots may even be favored in. So I would not be at all shocked with the way they've played lately. You come out of that stretch at even a game or two above 500. Their home stretch late in the season going to be very difficult, but this is a team that could be very much in the playoff picture as we get into December and that home stretch.
Big words coming from Zach, but like I said, lots of good things coming out of Foxborough today. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for joining me, Zach.
Thank you.